Well, welcome back to the channel, Fellow Humans Club. It's been a while, but we're settled in. We got our new home set up and feel like it's time to get back into creating this video series on sharing the love. Sounds good. How am I going to go about this big project of mine? I expect to be involved in it for the rest of my life. So what I needed was a new profession, really. And it needed to meet three criteria. As one, I need to engage with people daily and honestly and compassionately. And two, it needs to involve helping others to enhance their lives and enhance the towns that they live in. And number three, it really can't be involved with some other institution. It rules out being a doctor or a teacher, or all those are great professions for helping other people and enhancing your town. But this one, sharing the love, you got to follow my heart. And if you're following the heart, it's got to be spontaneous, and you really aren't going to benefit from having guidelines and restrictions dictated by some institution. So I kind of cut myself loose. I'm on my own on this. I'm what I have decided to call a freedom coach. So I'm a freedom coach, and this is going to be a series working out what it is to be a freedom coach, what the good strategies are for effectively helping to enhance others' lives and the lives of people in your community. I have a website that goes into depth on it. It's called fellowhumansclub.com, of course. And I'll introduce you to that at the end of the video. But for now, I'm going to delve into the subject of what freedom is and what it is to coach other people with the help of two of my favorite freedom coaches from the Olympic Peninsula. And that's Angela, who is raising her family on a self-sufficient mini farm in the Olympic Peninsula. And also we have Jess and Stephanie, and just a couple of great artists, great communicators, great thinkers. First up, we're going to talk about promoting freedom, and they're going to share their thoughts and ideas on that topic.
I love the idea of inspiring and teaching people to take back their freedom that's actually theirs in the first place and standing up for it.
Yeah.
I love that idea. Getting people to speak up has been the biggest challenge because people, even when they know that it's wrong, still want to be polite and not cause waves. And so my biggest challenge, because I'm happy to cause waves and stand up for what's right, my biggest challenge has been getting people to stand up for themselves.
And next up, I asked them about the benefits of more freedom in people's lives.
So having more freedom just means getting back what's rightfully ours. So what's in it for having more of it? We can only guess because so much of it has been taken for so long.
Yeah.
And we just maybe more choices, maybe more community where we're working together and we're not all separated and listening and hiding behind our computers and not working together. We have been gotten so far down the societal path of we each do our own thing and then it fits all together in this one thing, and that's not community. That's compartmentalizing everything, and it separates everybody. And so more freedom maybe would bring us all together.
My passion is human connection, creating originality, creating things, making people laugh, think, or cry. That's my passion in life. So if I can do that through music, awesome. If I could do that through poetry, awesome. If I can do that through Facebook arguments, awesome. But I do like that human connection aspect when people are just raw and open and real. And, even if it's a little bit negative, as long as it's real, I love that.
Well, in a joyful, successful community, there is another consideration when it comes to freedom. Yep, you guessed it, responsibility. And we talked about that for a bit.
But what I believe every person needs to do is create freedom for themselves. And if they, in every aspect of their life, tried to figure out how to give themselves more freedom in their choice so that it wasn't somebody else's choice, if every aspect of their lives they spent a moment trying to figure out how to do that and pursue it, then all of this would be irrelevant. And what I mean by that is, if you woke up one morning and you were brushing your teeth and you looked at your toothpaste bottle and said, how can I not buy this from a store anymore? And you figured out how to make your own toothpaste, you just gained freedom. If you thought to yourself, I don't want to send my kids to a school and risk school shootings, how can I not send my children anymore? And you started homeschooling, you would have more freedom and none of this would be affecting you. Every decision, every motion, think to yourself, how can I create freedom for myself?
You would have to see more responsibility if people would to be more free. So that's an argument I hear a lot, that freedom comes hand in hand with responsibility, and on an individual accountable level, I do agree with that. So you would see people being more accountable, more responsible for their own decisions and own actions. And I think in general, just people would be happier, because I don't care if you're a kid or an employee or someone under the hand of government. You're more happy when you're free, reacting to something rather than sitting down and problem solving. There's certainly a place for it.
So choosing love
Is a big responsibility.
You're gonna have more choices though.
You're going to have more choices, which means you're going to have much more responsibility, and you're going to have much more accountability and integrity within that. Otherwise, no one's going to believe you.
Ah, sounds more challenging.
It is. I think
It's
so.
a huge responsibility. It really is.
And it's also a luxury at a certain point. If you're barely surviving each week trying to feed your family, and you're going to be more of a fight or flight place most of the time than someone who's got the time to sit and talk about principles. So I don't even deny that me talking these things, which will make me sound so wonderful, at the same time is a luxury. It's an absolute luxury. I have enough time on my hands. I have enough security that I can get the bills paid this month, that I could sit here and think about what the right thing to do is. If I'm trying to feed my kid every single day, that's going to be my priority, not what the right thing to do is.
As anybody knows who's watched this channel, there's always going to be some discussion about choosing between love and fear.
The entertainment shows are teaching you what to believe you need. The news reports are teaching you what to believe you need. The commercials are teaching you what you need to believe for you to be under their control. And when you turn off the television, you win. You win so huge. And people think it's just such a small thing, but it's actually life-changing. The best way to sell anything is fear. It's the fear of a problem not being solved, or an actual scared fear or whatever, but that's how things are sold. Everything on the news, everything on the TV commercials, everything on the entertainment movies, that's how everything's sold, is with fear. And if you start paying attention to all those sales pitches, because it is all just sales pitches, and you look for the fear, you will already be more aware of what's going on and what's being sold to you when you try to figure out the fear they're trying to create.
It seems like there's a correlation, but the more fear you have, the more willing you are to give up. freedoms.
Right, the more you're going to be in fight or flight, and the more you're not going to be spending time thinking about principles, and it's going to be more of an instant reaction or an instant thing because you're in fight or flight. You're not in problem solving mode. It's always easy to say fear because if you break down all of life to its very very lowest base principles, I feel and I think you agree that it comes down to fear versus love.
Yeah.
you know, and you can, if you follow the rabbit hole down every single issue and every single principle, you're always going to end up with that. So that makes it a very easy thing to say because it's all encompassing. If you want to split everything into two, fear versus love is probably the number one way to split it up. But how do you define them? Love is a very proactive, moving forward kind of a thing, and fear is a very reactive kind of a thing. So love will have the problem solving, love will have the finding the principles, and the fear will be, reactionary more than proactionary.
Tell us about the Battle of Jericho, Jericho, Jericho. Tell us about the Battle of Jericho and the walls came tumbling down.
Well, my thanks to Jess and Stephanie, and of course, Angela, for their insights into promoting freedom in the communities in which they live. And here is my proposal for how you can help transform the community in which you live, transform your relationship to your town, help solve the world's biggest challenges, and love every moment. Make your life into the work of art you've been dreaming of right here, right now. Your new life as a freedom coach. And there's various categories of freedom coaching. Join the Fellow Humans Club, of course. Good news, you're already a member. The Fellow Humans Club only offers alternative solutions that enhance freedom, make your town safer, more creative, and more joyful for all. Check them out. Which ones resonate with your vision? What will your role be? Freedom coaching in your style. Holistic healing. And then there's entertainment. Local arts. Forget Hollywood. All the important celebrities are in your town. Start a local TV show. Feature the immense talents in arts and entertainment. And of course, support local entrepreneurs. Local markets, healthy, sustainable, social connections. Eco-friendly food production and housing. And we go into statement of principles, the way fellow humans interact. And we're going to go into more detail on these various pages. You can click on any of them to find out more. But for now, we're going to check out. Until next time. Thanks once again for joining us on the Fellow Humans Club and this series on sharing the love. See you next time.